Hello everybody, welcome to the Arcane Gate. I'm Denaru.
And I am Charles Walker, Fall Monkey 20. Welcome, everybody. So, thank you for being patient with us. I hope everyone had a great Halloween. And yeah, let's get into it. So, this week we pick up where we left off last time as they completed the Haunted Mansion in a very deadly battle against Belle, this strange, mutated werewolf creature that was trapped in the basement of this Haunted Mansion for years. They were able to defeat him just barely, and as he did, dissolved into nothing. And with his defeat, it released the seal that was trapping this other creature in the basement, this mysterious orc that, when approached, bit Dre, our market. After this strange encounter, he just left and moved on, and now the party, after patching themselves up a bit and starting a ritual, they find themselves hopefully being done with this mansion soon. As the scrolls unfolded onto the ground, and this holy light just seems to wash over this area. It takes a little bit of time, as these glowing runes seem to light up around the scroll, forming this circle that just lights up the area. You see, it seems to be mostly full of holy symbols. The holy symbols of August, which makes sense. You got the scroll from his temple. And after a short period of time, you hear distant moans and groans as you see spirits seem to be rising out of the cells and just flying up and through the ceiling. It seems it is working. As it is, and you feel this sense of relief, you just hear a woman's voice behind you say, "I must thank you."
Creepy.
Do we recognize her?
As you turn, it's hard to see her because she seemed so twisted and angry the last time you saw her, but it seems to have been the mistress of the house. Just presenting herself a lot better now, and not in the top room of the house, clutching her chest of things. I apologize for my manner that you saw me in, but I felt a lot better ever since you freed my husband's soul. It's like something that bound me here finally let loose. Before I moved on, I just wanted to give my thanks.
Glad we could be of assistance to you, ma'am.
And a warning. And she points to the book and's like, everything that happened to my husband, you may have not seen it, but he was a good man at one point. Everything started when he started researching that project of his. Whatever you do, just be wary of that book. Don't let it fall into hands of anything like... She kind of looks at the cell that the orc was in, like, that again.
And what was that?
I am not quite sure. Around the time my husband started his research, he appeared one day, and my husband introduced him as just an interested party in his work, and that's when things really started to take a turn for the worst when it appeared. I say it because it's the thing that killed me. I walked in on one of its times where it was butchering people, and it wasn't an orc, it was something else, something bigger, hairier, more monstrous. By then it was Already too late for all of us. None of us realized it, though.
Great.
Question, DM.
Yeah.
Assuming, like, I know what I am, and what she described would be pretty dang obvious to me,
Mhm.
and this thing bit someone,
Yep.
correct? So,
Yeah, I bet Marcus.
we have a problem there. We have a very big problem there. There's been two of us been bit, okay? Me by the big avatar thing, and Marcus by the supposed hairy transforming thing in the cell. Okay, I can't exactly get a double dose of werewolf, but someone else can turn.
Wolf squared. I'm sorry.
A werewolf.
A Cerberus.
Yeah. Oh god.
At that point, Marcus kind of looked at the wound like, what are you saying, Mark? What are you saying?
I'm saying we need to get that
Is it something they could do, or should someone else do it?
Do y'all know how to cure supernatural diseases?
Death.
Do y'all want to work on him?
Mark's like, whoa, let's not jump to that, will we?
I mean, technically he's not dying. We'd be turning. It's not exactly my area of expertise.
This isn't an instant. This takes time, but it does happen.
Yes, but
You'll
my
notice
thing is
small
undead.
changes, personality changes, and then everything.
I mean, I
I
can
unfortunately don't have anything to help.
I mean, I don't at the moment. I can look stuff up, but I mean, again, my whole deal is undead, not werewolf.
Actually, make a medicine check for me, Luna. I'll say, Maddie, you can help with this as well.
Okay. Don't roll bad, but sure.
Nah, 20. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we can help, we just didn't know.
Yep.
I know everything.
It clicks in your head pretty quickly, as in the origin of lycanthropy is a curse. So you think with a remove curse spell, you could get rid of this. The only time remove curse wouldn't work if it's more specific cases. Cases like with Amarok or someone who was born a lycanthrope. That takes a wish spell.
Okie dokie. So I guess I try using remove curse on him.
Oh, you have that.
Oh wait, I haven't updated my spells for now. Actually, I don't think I have a spell slot right now because I mean we haven't had a long rest.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'd be surprised if you had a third after all that.
Hold on, let me double check that real quick. I just remembered
Yeah, we
that
literally
we
put
haven't had a long
band-aids on
rest.
everything.
You also might have gained a spell slot?
No, mine doesn't go back unless I do a long rest.
Hmm. Oh, I meant gained one from leveling.
Didn't level up last time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
At the beginning.
No, we leveled up at the end, didn't we?
Yeah, you leveled up at the end.
Oh, I didn't do my... I forgot about that.
We have to be thrown into combat right now while you're unprepared.
Yes.
Heck yeah! Oh, wait, yes I did, because I leveled up my hit points. Never mind. Alright, it's fine. Yeah. So, yeah...
You did actually gain a new spell slot if you do have remove curse handy.
Yeah, I do. So
Okay.
I'm gonna add remove curse at that.
Okay.
We're just gonna hit the convenience button. It's gonna be super easy, barely any inconvenience.
Okay. So you cast it on him?
Yeah.
Alright. You go up to him and cast it, and he goes, I don't know what's... Ah! And he grimaces as something seems to burn away in his arm. As something seems to fade in the wound, and the wound kind of changes colors to a more natural looking red, but for a little bit it was looking kind of grayish, and he's like, oh. That could have been bad.
Oh, that's better.
That was
Yeah.
the quickest solution to a problem we've had yet.
And probably the only time that'll happen.
Right, I'm gonna get to what I was gonna do, and at that point he goes over to where the gate is and he starts picking up his caltrops in his bag. And at that point, you hear as Mistress Bell is still standing there, like soul kind of fading away a bit.
Oh, hi, sorry.
Oh, it's quite alright. I don't want some of the things that have happened here to spread too far. And she looks to Amarok. Well, no offense.
None type.
If that is all you have for me, I shall be making my leave now, but definitely be wary of that creature that was in here. Did you happen to catch his name?
We didn't really ask for pleasantries.
We didn't have time for pleasantries. So that would be a hard no.
I see. Apparently, the title he gave us when he came was the Twin Spears of the Wild.
Write that down. Someone write that down.
I don't know if that'll help or not, but that's... yeah.
Well, we thank you for any information you could give us.
Oh, it is quite alright. I thank you for what you've done. My soul can finally go at rest. And she starts to float up, and she's like, feel free to help yourself to everything I clung on to. It's not like I can take it where I'm going.
Will do.
And at that point, she fades away. Wait, what?
Peace.
Said will do.
Yeah, maybe.
As soon as you say that, as soon as those words leave your mouth, I smack you upside the head.
What?
Just like one of those. It's just like one of those moments where we're all just like watching her leave, and as you say "will do," I'm still like looking up at her, but I just pop you upside the head.
It was her dying wish.
But you didn't have to agree so readily.
So you're
I
saying
will
that
absolutely loot your house.
So you're saying you wouldn't go by the dying wishes of a poor woman who died tragically? She wanted us...
How many times can you fit the word tragic in there?
As many times as I can to emphasize it, how tragic this is.
Oh, good gravy. Let's go look around the house. Not raid it. I doubt there's going to be much left anyways.
She was holding onto a box.
Okay.
She was holding onto a life.
Yeah, that's valuable.
Mm-hmm. All right. So y'all go. So, is there anything else y'all would like to do in the house, or just head straight up there?
I mean, a lot of the rooms had carnage in it, so I mean, I'm good with not looking around too many of the rooms.
Notes. Yeah, I guess on the way out, see if that cloaker is still there.
Okay.
But yeah, if I can I pry up the symbol of Remora?
Right. You talk about what in that secret closet you found?
Yes, or how big is it? Is it like the full floor?
You come up there and you notice the symbol's actually been scraped away. It nearly seems like in the cleansing process of this house, it even took away some symbology like this.
Scoff at it and continue to find everyone else.
Okay. You get up to the top room, and Marcus is able to make pretty quick work of the lock. And in the chest, you find first the life stone that was sitting pretty close to the chest, and that life stone is worth accounts for like 250 worth of reviving. Then there's also 300 copper, 6,000 silver, 2,100 gold, and 50 platinum.
How much gold again?
2,100 gold.
Gotcha.
And how much silver?
There is 6,000 silver.
Gravy.
So we'll have to do some math
Okay.
and divide that up.
Yep. But you got all. You were able to retrieve all that. And after and after that, you start heading out, and the cloaker is still laying there,
I
pretty
try to
lifeless.
skin it.
Make a survival check.
Okay. Now watch me fail this, cause somebody else rolled really well. I don't know why this advantage first one. Okay, natural 20.
Oh,
I'll take it. Yeah.
Nice.
the creature already looked like a cloak. Now it looks even more like a cloak.
Oh, God.
You got a brand new jacket. Like already ready to be worn.
Yeah. Just slop it on, still bloody. Oh.
It's like it looks like a jacket you'd just get out of a store.
Yeah.
Just a little wetter than it should be.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was raining outside.
But you got yourself a cloaker skin. Feel free to add that to your inventory.
Okay. Oh, God. This thing's be heavy.
It is pretty leathery.
So,
Continue while I'm typing.
unless anyone has stopped Cyrus, I'm pretty sure Cyrus would try to put the lifestone in his inventory.
Versus the ones that can actually heal with it.
Yes.
When I go down, y'all will need this to use on me. Oh.
Sure, why not? That might be a good thing. Come to think of it, because if I die, at least he'll have that.
Yeah, everyone carry your own revival stuff, so when you die, the healers can come and pick you up.
Unless the healer is dead, then someone else can heal you back.
No, we just protect the healer at all costs. You're the last one
Yep.
to go down.
It wasn't last time.
You hush, that wasn't my fault.
It was, and we still have to have we still have to have a discussion about that.
Nope. I've diverted this attention here. We don't have to have this awkward conversation.
You're the one who fell to your knees in front of me and was like, "I am so sorry," and I'm just like,
It was an
healing
emotional
first,
state,
question
okay?
later. Still holding you to it.
Amrock, are you trying to divert attention to something?
Of course not. What was you talking about? I mean, he got bit by a werewolf. I mean, just, whew, crazy night.
I mean, Cyrus is kind of the master of diverting attention away from themselves, so he would kind of know.
That's right, and right now our attention is on Amrock.
I would say we'll get back to you later, Cyrus, but you actually haven't done anything just yet.
Exactly. Huh.
It's weird.
I love how we're all taking turns of being the bad one here. We're all delinquent children.
Hey, my sister and I are literally, like, angels, so nah.
Fallen angels, maybe.
No,
we just got little devil horns holding up our halo.
Halos.
Yeah, it's just sort
Also-
of taped on there.
Also, she's a paladin. If she was fallen, we know it.
If I was fallen, you would definitely know it.
Yeah, you'd probably be dead. We'd probably all be dead, to be fair.
Have you seen you two when you're angry?
Osiris, and we almost didn't know what we did when we were angry because you wouldn't tell us.
It was more fun to keep it secret.
If you're
It was
close
just
enough
this is
to
a ticking
everyone-
time bomb. Let's see how long it takes them to figure it out.
Yeah. Out of everyone here, I thought you two would understand my condition more than anyone, seeing as how y'all go berserk and try to kill people. Or a little miss
To be fair-
radiation poisoning over here.
To be fair, we haven't had this discussion, so all I know is that you just turned around and stabbed me in the gut. I don't know
Yeah.
why. You don't want to talk about it. So I don't know that something happened to make you
Well,
do
technically,
that.
you hadn't asked.
I said we get back to it. You were the one who just
Okay.
automatically saying, "No, we're not going to talk about it." Hang on, where's a therapist when you need one? We just need a group therapy session.
Cyrus is just like minor illusioning a churro, and it's just like pretending to eat it, as we're watching like everyone bicker.
I just see this girl and I'm like, I need to go get one of those, like, for real. After everything just happened, I need to take a shot.
Yes.
I need to go get one of those.
Oh,
And I
well.
point toward the churro.
Marcus is just standing in the corner, just looking around between everyone, just like, well, I'm glad I seem to be the most innocent one here tonight.
For now.
Let's leave it at that. And Marcus
Unless
steps
somebody
out.
else here is a ticking time bomb, because you got me and her. And then apparently,
Amarok.
Amarok, the ticking time bomb. Anybody else want to confess?
I'm pretty sure Marcus builds ticking time bombs.
What surprised me?
Yeah, all of mine I can control, though.
Can you control yours, Amarok? We still haven't got down to that point yet.
Yeah.
Did you willingly or unwillingly stab my sister? I need to know.
Are y'all asking this?
Yes, did you willingly or unwillingly stab my sister?
Do you think I would honestly attack you if I hadn't?
No.
Maybe.
No.
And that right there hurts more than anything I've been through today.
Maddie just like, she says no, and her second no after she hears that, she just turns to her twin sister and goes, no.
Well, I mean, we don't really know how the whole werewolf
This
thing
man
does.
chased after us and almost fought a complete stranger.
Well, I would say in human form, he's Goliath. No, half Goliath?
I'm glad.
But
yeah.
again,
I'm basically a big man. Yeah.
No, I mean, in his normal Goliath form, yes, but we still have no clue what's going on when he's like full werewolf here.
Yes, we will need sort of, you don't have to tell us everything, but just like, can you control yourself in that form, or are you unable to control yourself in that form? So that way we know from future reference, like us, we can't control nothing apparently, so stay a good distance away from me and her. Do we need to do that with you too?
Look, I don't know what all I can do. I thought I could control it as far as I knew I could. It's always been just a small presence in the back of your head, just a constant pressure. Okay? But suddenly, in this situation, with what I was around, it took over. I can't guarantee it will never happen again, but I will do my best to control it. That's all I can say.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I will too. Just, it's surprising when all of a sudden you just turn around and just come right at me.
See? We're all time bombs.
Are we having this whole discussion in the normally haunted house?
Yes.
Yeah. In the
No,
in the shoe room as well.
Yeah.
We're having a very serious conversation, okay?
As long as we're not in one of the rotting corpses' rooms, I'm fine.
Well,
smell
we
adds
do
to
have
the
a skint
ambiance.
cloaker in the corner, and me just sort of like trampsing around in the skin, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least it's still not, it looked like human corpses.
Yeah.
Marcus just had his hand on the doorknob the whole time, just waiting for the right opportunity to open it.
Where to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go.
We open the outside door, and it's just another room.
No.
Top still spinning. When Marcus opens the door, and kind of the dim light comes in, you see it's mostly nighttime. And as your eyes adjust, you look out to see the two guards that met y'all are both staring inside the house, just staring at y'all like, is everything alright?
I just looked down at myself covered in blood, then looked back up to them. I mean, it could be worse.
I see that. Y'all just been arguing for like the last 30 minutes, and it sounded like something was getting cut up in there.
Oh, that was him.
Look, it was time for that conversation, and it's finished. I just want a churro.
Why is that cloak covered in blood that he's just holding?
No questions. Churro.
To be fair, we're all covered in blood, really. I say as I walk past them.
You make it to the fun district in time. You could probably get there before the churro vendors start closing for the night.
Do they serve us covered in blood? I mean, serve us as we're covered in blood, I mean.
We'll just jump into the lake real quick. It'll be fine.
Or a
small pond.
That's a good point. You go to you go to one closer to the dock, or they may be more okay with it.
Actually, Marcus,
Marcus,
could you clear us up?
Magic this up?
Hey. Oh, right, yeah, I can. And he walks over and just prestidigitations everyone and cleans everyone real quick.
Yay! Churro!
As we are leaving, I just also look at the guards. Be careful, that place is haunted.
Wait,
Ooh,
weren't y'all supposed
spooky
to?
Ghost.
Weren't y'all supposed to clean that place? What y'all doing there?
It's clean now, it's fine. But just be wary. Some of the rooms have kind of chopped up and mutilated and eaten corpses in there.
So watch where you step.
They were there before we got there.
Yeah, that.
They look amongst each other and look forward. Okay,
Watch your step, and I recommend peppermint underneath the nose. It helps with the smell.
Didn't we do that?
I don't know.
Next time.
Okay.
Next time.
Oh, Mugen should still be at the Bunsen brewer waiting on you.
Oh, Chiro.
Churro.
We can take the long way around. We can get you one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You go the
But, yeah,
long way
I would like to
around.
specify,
Yeah.
we did pick up both the silver letter opener and the book, correct?
Yeah, Marcus made sure he wanted that. And
Okay.
didn't y'all pick up the book last week?
I don't think, because I, hammer blowed him on the head there and split him open, he melted, and then I went and apologized.
Okay. How did you pick up the book?
Well, now I don't want to answer. I'm assuming just by hand, because the thing melted, and I'm assuming it's not a problem anymore.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay. It's already got part of me in it.
Alright, yeah. Alright.
I don't
And it
like that
seemed-
uncertainty.
In a scene very reminiscent of the end of the first Avengers, all of you are just very tattered and tired looking, eating churros next to a very wary street vendor. It's like,
Yes.
so, y'all come to the fun ward often?
First time.
Yeah, I'm here often.
That's why I buy
And
10 churros.
Yeah.
Okay. That
I
will
mean-
be a gold. That'll be a gold for all of them.
It's fine. I just got a bunch of gold. It's fine. Just hand the gold over to him.
Yeah, he says that and he sees your purse. Whoa! Oh, okay. But yeah, it
She's
is
like
a
pocketing churros to eat later, as she has one in her mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a silver per churro.
You said gold.
Yeah.
You said for 10 churros.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's silver per. Alright.
Oh, so it's only one gold?
1 gold per 10 for 10 churros. Yeah, it's for a single churro, it's a silver.
Oh, I thought you meant 1 gold per churro. And I was like, dang, those are expensive.
No.
They're sprinkled with dust. Gold dust.
Basically, they're like what you get at Universal Studios. Really expensive.
Yeah. This has kind of that. Things are probably more expensive vibe here, but no universal level.
Good. Universal Studios level is highway robbery.
Yeah. But, so after a little bit of break, do y'all just head straight back to report to Mugen?
It's about dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't much else to do.
Alright. Alright, I'll go back to the Bunsen Brewer, and at this time of night, it's getting pretty lively. It's around dinner time, there's people hanging out, and with your passive perception, Luna, you actually notice there's a help wanted sign on the front door. That seems to have been put there pretty recently. Because you don't remember seeing that earlier, like, huh, okay. But you make your way into the bar, and it's pretty lively. There's a lot of the people that you've seen before from the Alchemist Guild all hanging out and drinking in there. There's a few people discussing, going over notes, having some dinner, just people having a fairly good time. Mugen is pretty much right where you left him, still talking to Cookie to Faunus. He just turns back and is like, the heroes of the evening. How'd it go?
Well, we're alive.
See that? Definitely a little more roughed up than the last time I saw you. But hey, you made it through. That's good. I take it you completed the job then.
We did.
Good, good. Alrighty then. Well, my part's done. That being the case, he you never actually discussed the price with me, but I figured this would be a fair price for your task. And he sets a pretty decent sized bag of gold on the counter and slides it over to you.
Woo!
Yep, 1,000 gold in there, so that'd be at least 200 for each of you. Divide it up however you wish, though.
Cyrus will just like minor illusion, like an abacus, and like counting it out.
Yeah.
We already have a lot. We have more now.
Have y'all added everything up yet?
Oh.
Okay, it's 60 copper, 1,200 silver, 620 gold, and 10 platinum apiece.
How much gold?
620.
Thank you.
And was that not including the 200 apiece from this job?
It is included. It is included.
Is included?
Yeah. It was 420 earlier, and then it was 620.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Alrighty. See how Mugen's like, yeah, y'all are probably doing pretty good for yourselves now. Yeah, don't spend it all in one place. Anyways, I'm not the detail man, but Raw was wanting to have a meeting with y'all whenever you get a chance to go over the details. And you know Raw, he's going to want immediately, but you go and sleep first. I ain't going to blame you.
Okay.
No. Shower first and then sleep.
Yeah, a good shower will be nice. Oh, have you actually checked out the bathhouses yet?
Bathhouses, you say?
Yeah, there's some attached to the guild. They're pretty nice. I make some frequently trips there myself, not gonna lie. But yeah, testing out some new technology and stuff in the guild, and making some good use out of ways treating the water and stuff. Yeah, it's nice. They'll occasionally use it as ways to test out if y'all are into that stuff, their herbal baths and all that fun stuff.
Just kind of lean over toward Maddie and whisper, "What's a herbal bath?"
I don't know. Do they just dump herbs in a bath? Is that pretty much it?
It's like it.
Mugen just
Are
laughed.
y'all like picturing soup here?
Yeah. Maddie is.
Mm-mm.
Isn't that what a bath is essentially? A soup?
Human soup.
Kind of, yeah.
At that point, Cookie Behind the Bar speaks up. Oh, Lord. Sounds like you were raising these fine young girls, Mugen. No. Herbal baths are nice. Make your skin feel nice and smooth when it's over. It smells really great. It's nice. You should definitely try it sometime.
So it is soup.
But less potatoes.
Technically, but I wouldn't recommend to eat, drinking the water.
It's soup for the soul.
Sure.
Maddie like pauses and she leans over and whispers to Luna, "Is there such soup for the soul?"
I mean, for also it had to have ink in it too.
Yeah.
At that point, Cookie sighs, I don't know if it's right to have these young girls in their impressionable stage being around you lot. And she looks at all the group full of guys.
Don't worry, we are a perfectly good influence on them.
Oh, you are not.
When Marcus speaks up, well, I am.
Sometimes. Depends on what your current experiment is.
Hey, Mugen's like, well, anyways, yeah. Y'all, you rest for the rest of the evening. Don't worry about what Rawl says. You can get the details to him. Well, definitely get him to him by tomorrow, but no rush on my side.
Alright.
So if you found anything particularly strange, definitely keep that under wraps. That's mainly what he's going to be concerned about. Is did a pretty good sweep of the place, but never know.
So if anything
DM?
particularly strange, keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Can I roll insight to see whether he's alluding to something but not saying anything?
Go ahead.
Okay, because I am rated in here. Hey!
What is with the rolls tonight, my lord?
Where are these rolls when we're fighting?
Yeah!
He
Oh,
is definitely estimate. He seems to have an idea of something. Like, in particular, you're guessing they were looking for something but can never find it. So he's just kind of thinking, well, maybe in the off chance they found it.
Mm.
But he definitely does seem to. The way he's looking at y'all, he does seem to have something in mind. It looks like he's kind of expecting an answer, but when he doesn't get one, he just shrugs it off like, oh, alright.
Can I just lean in and whisper, asking just, do you know what kind of connection Rawl had to this building?
He kind of looks around real quick and he's like, hey, Cookie, may I? And she's like, oh, yeah. And she slides a set of keys across the bar.
Ooh,
And
backroom dealings.
he gets up and grabs picks up a drink and just waves for you to follow.
I'm gonna go.
But he goes to a little side room and opens it and ushers everyone in and shuts it behind. Or is it just you two going in?
Cyrus is all gung ho to follow.
Yeah, I'm assuming if everyone's gonna go, they might as well go.
Okay. But he gets you into a room and shuts it behind. It's a pretty dark room at first, but quickly he lights a candle in the middle of the room and sets it. It seems to be a small little study room to the side, kind of reminiscent to some of the library rooms you found in the Platinum Vault. He's like, he sets down chair heavy and just like, where to begin? So essentially, Bell, he was just a eccentric freelance a scholar who was hanging around the library a lot. In particular, his area of specialties was he was a war historian from the Tribe War and also had a lot of interest in lycanthropes. His entire theory was wanting to, I guess increase a human's natural potential past its normal means. And naturally, a lot of people thought he was crazy. And most areas rejected him. He actually was banned from being a practicing scholar in his home country, up north in the Crimson Keep. Originally, that's where he was from, the Human Kingdom. After he was banned from there, he came to the Platinum Vault, where his research would be free to study whatever if he could find someone to do the funding, but never could. Till Rawl came across him one day. I thought it was pretty batty myself. I wasn't really thrilled with the idea, but it seemed to work out. So essentially, Rawl gave him a research grant and let him do his research as long as Rawl was staying clued in on it. Now, this is where it gets a little hazy for me. This is just everything I know or heard, and the sources were reliable enough. But everything was fine, like, up until it came to the research involving you and your compatriots that all took the trials around the time you did. But shortly after, things got a little strange, and my unit was sent in to look at it, and as we came in, we were met by just a bunch of blood-crazed humans and some random lycanthropes. After fighting off the first wave, we called in for reinforcements. We all went in there and tried to find out what happened, and found that thing in the basement that once, we think it was once Bell, we're not sure. We locked up the basement, and whatever that thing was, them things were inside it, and just Rawl wanted to do more research before we went in and tried to find out what we were dealing with, and some other things were happening, just things got pushed aside to where we never got a chance to fully deal with it, and when y'all came along, Rawl thought this may be the best opportunity to get rid of them, and was a group of your expertise.
So some of this would have been nice to have known beforehand.
Mugen sighs and takes a drink. Honestly, I didn't like keeping that from you either, but when I asked Rawl about it, Rawl said he thinks it'd be best if he discovered some of that by herself.
Yes, let's discover the potentially hazardous thing by ourselves, and let's be surprised when it kills us. Great plan.
Hey, no, it's not like that. Rawl had full faith you could handle that situation. You did, didn't you?
We handled it, yes, but we could have handled it so much better if we had known.
How were we supposed to know what was still in there? For all we knew, them
You knew what
they
was
broke out a
in
long
there,
time
though.
ago. Alright.
It doesn't matter. Things could have changed. We could have been warned about what was in.
It just seemed like a basic werewolf and some weird orc in the basement. That's all it seemed like. Didn't think it was that big of a deal.
And why couldn't you run in there and take care of it? Taking care of it yourself.
Say, you haven't noticed I have some decent people that follow me, but not all of them are as strong as your group.
I'm a 16-year-old girl.
You're a quite tough one at that.
You may want to up your qualifications.
Yeah. At that point, he sighs and it's like, "You're making me want to apologize less to y'all."
We have that effect on people.
Amrock is sitting over here mad because of the lack of information and warning. She's mad because, hey, I'm young and I beat up your guys. I'm better than them.
No, more like he's saying, you guys have better qualifications to do this. And I'm like, I'm 16 years old. I'm not saying I can't do stuff, but come on now. Telling me all your people couldn't go in there and take care of it?
Well, some tried. None came back.
He was kind of
I
fat.
wonder if that was the dead bodies that we saw.
Yeah, probably.
But we are just a tactful bunch here.
I know, Maddie just hears Luna say, oh, I wonder if that's the dead body she saw, and she just like looking down with wide eyes like, oh boy.
The rotten ones or
Hey,
the
Lucan,
half-eaten
remember
ones?
those guys you probably trained and hired, handpicked to go on this potentially suicide mission? Yeah, they're probably dead in that room, rotten.
Hey,
Just an FYI there.
hey, We saw some stuff in that house, okay? Including me almost dying. I'm kind of unfazed by everything at the moment. I'm just eating my churro, alright?
I mean, they're gonna
Mugen
find the
sigh-
pile of bodies anyways.
Mugen just
Oh,
sighs
God.
and finishes his drink. He's like, just whatever. We did what we did. If you want to be pissed about them, Amarok, that's up to you. He just leaves the room and tosses the key behind him. He's like, lock up on your way out.
Can I yell after him? Just, Mugen, I'm not
What?
mad at you. I'm upset with the situation. I don't like going in blind. I understand it's not your fault, but you can understand how I might be upset by this. I hope.
Mugen nods. He's like, that's fair. I understand that. Try and brief you better next time. He just walks
Thank you.
out.
Speaking of which, Amarok, sorry for constantly making the battlefield dark and making you fight blind. I didn't realize how that would affect you.
It's alright. It happened. Honestly, it's probably for the best, seeing as how all of y'all can see in the dark and I'm the only one that can't. Typically, in most situations, it's going to be to our advantage for it to be dark. Just the one time where I tried to take the initiative, it didn't quite work out for me. But you keep doing what you have to do.
Everyone heard him. I have permission.
We got it on
Next thing I
tape.
know,
Someone
I'm going
clip
to get
it.
like blinded.
Alright. But after a little bit of time of y'all sitting there, sitting in there, all of you just eventually kind of make your way awkwardly out of the bar, and Marcus just says, "Yeah, I'm going to get to work on stuff. You guys do what y'all need to do. I got some project to work on." And he walks off with just a determined look in his eye.
Oh, Marcus, before you head out,
Oh, yeah.
do you want to turn at our long-term project? Or do you have other stuff in mind?
Oh, no, not the journal, just some more personal projects I was thinking of.
Okay. Well, do you want to hold on to it in the meantime?
Yeah, I can. I may get a chance to get around to it if I'm wanting to take a mental break to put myself through some more mental strain.
I just haven't had time to really look at it.
Things have been crazy lately.
Yeah, I'll hand him the journal.
Alright. He takes it and he walks off toward the Alchemist Guild. Then he turns, then he walks off to the side of it where it's you see a sign on it simply says the baths. Next to the side door.
I have such important things to do. I'm going to take a bath.
Yep.
Y'all do know Marcus is the less roughing it out type out of all of you.
Yeah. Well, now that that's done, what next?
I have my churros. I want to sleep.
This is going to be the
Yes.
whole week.
We just had Cheerio crumbs on the edges of our mouth and we're just passed out.
I'm still eating mine.
Sleeping while chewing. Just like,
If no one has
Can I
any
nudge
rejections,
Luna with my foot to wake her up.
I'm not asleep yet. Maddie is.
Okay. I'm still going to nudge you with my foot to get your attention.
she just like startles awake and she continues chewing like
oh, thank you, I didn't finish.
And I lean in just like, have you thought about upgrading your armor?
I just upgraded mine.
The other twin.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Studded leather, don't I?
Yeah.
I mean, not really. Anything more, and I'm gonna be clunky like her, right?
There are less noisy options. Look into them.
I wouldn't mind looking into the less noisy options.
We can go a little bit heavier, and you won't be, as you said, clinky clanky. But it puts more between you and the world.
Yay! Go more into my shell.
It's the safer option. As Cyrus starts heading towards the bed.
The bed.
Yeah. Wherever it is.
Oh, are we... Wait, no, were we in the tavern still?
Yeah.
Did you just lay down on the floor in this back room here?
Me?
I don't know, did we ever
Cyrus.
specify that we went to our beds and all that, our room? Or did we just lay down in the random back room Mugen brought us to?
I
Yeah, I would've-
assumed y'all left.
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine we did actually go to, back to our... that we're staying at.
Yeah, okay.
You'll go straight there, and shortly after Marcus joins you, freshly out of the bath, just in a bathrobe, and he looks relaxed and just hits the bed and just is out.
Well, someone had a good time.
Yes. I really needed that.
Always fun.
Oh, let's take a bath sometime, actually. As Cyrus just
Would recommend.
conks out in his armor.
Okay, now I assume y'all have that conversation.
Oh yeah.
So now I assume y'all have the conversation about armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. The conversation will have to continue tomorrow, cause sleep.
But after all of you get some sleep, you all wake up. You all wake up pretty exhausted, but making overall. Most of you just kind of wake up a little groggy. Marcus is already at the desk in a room. He seems to currently be drawing out schematics to some things he's working on.
It's not surprising.
Yeah, he seems kind of unfazed by all you moving. He is completely in worker mode. At one point, he kind of looks over like, "Oh, morning," but instantly goes back to it. He's already got a pot of coffee and some donuts sitting next to him. He doesn't have the biggest workspace, but he's making it work.
I
Right.
Are you gonna try to steal a donut?
There's donuts.
There's donuts?
Yeah, he's got donuts and coffee.
How many donuts?
Okay.
I'm not gonna steal
you-
one. I'm going to ask. I literally went
Just
through
a-
that with him.
Just a few, but as you're eyeing him, you notice Draco walks in front of the donuts and just stares at you.
I go to the cafeteria to get a donut.
But So as y'all are kind of getting together, you get some breakfast and wake yourselves up in the morning. You hear knocking at the door. It's like, morning everyone, it's Myra just checking in. Raw wants a report on what happened in the Bell Mansion as soon as possible. Thank you.
We'll be there shortly.
Thank you. And you hear her heels walking away as right after that comes up.
So what all do you want to tell him, Amarok?
I honestly don't know. Never thought to have this conversation, so this will be a new experience.
Well, I'll keep my mouth shut. For once, you have my word on that one.
Oh heck no, if y'all have questions, you might as well ask them.
Pretty much got what I wanted earlier.
And plus, I wouldn't like to pry into a situation where it's not appropriate.
Just, like I said, if you have questions, you might as well ask them. At this point, I don't know what I can do. If you have something come to mind that I don't think of, absolutely ask. This may surprise you, but I'm not exactly the most conversational person.
Luna's trying to be nice today, so she's just like, at that, she like immediately thinks of a sarcastic comment and immediately just stuffs a donut in her mouth.
Maddie gives you a pat on the hand because she is proud of you.
Sisters, no.
So I just hear
She
a
knew
deep,
you were holding a
sharp
smart butt
inhale and then
comment.
choking on donut.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like Maddie
Oh.
passes off her patting in approval as her patting to help get the choking down.
You done good. Oh no. Okay, you're fine. Just breathe.
Kindness kills
Oh
her.
no, you're dying again.
Death by
But this
donut.
time-
Not a horrible way to go.
The only way that could be better is death by churro.
Death by churro.
Donut,
Or
cry
death by
for me.
coffee.
I'm already bred.
I think we'll call it tonight.
At least we died a good death.
Alright, don't tempt me.
Instead of
A lot of
ashes,
holes with your blood.
it's powder sugar.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
That's some Willy Wonka stuff. So all of you make your way up to the audience chamber that y'all have talked to him a few times before. And as you pass through the waiting room, it isn't the same guys always, but there's a few people that as y'all just go straight into the room, you're like, oh, come on.
Cyrus does his like normal bow as pass the line to go into the office.
I'm just
As
ignoring
y'all
them.
as y'all get in there, he's just like, greetings. Well, for details, sit down. Come on. Let's hear it.
I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah. Currently, as you see, he is alone in here.
Is he
As far as
actually
we
alone?
know. Start throwing things in the rafters, see if we hit something.
Don't see anything.
Actually,
I do take a glance around though, because considering the fact that I can't remember her name, But she was in the room last time. I'm just kind of like, is she here?
Yeah, Kiara.
Kiara. And make a perception check.
Hold on. What was her name
There's
again?
Kiara.
Alright, okay, why do I forget that every time?
Alright, make
Come
a-
on, third natural 20. Oh.
If it is, my lord.
It's the lowest roll of the night.
Yeah, I'll take solace in that. You definitely cannot see her. You know she's real
Okay.
tricky, but it's hard to tell.
I just keep eating donuts. Like, I brought extra donuts to make sure I don't say anything I shouldn't.
Alright. Rawl just kind of leans back and takes a sip of coffee, just staring like, it's like we're going to have to expand the donut budget here.
I love that there's a donut budget.
You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked how many our people go through.
Anyway, back to the report here. First off, the first thing we encountered wasn't undead. We encountered a cloaker in the very first room. Surprised me. But handled that, pushed on. We met the master of the house, that I'm sure you know. Just a
Wait.
pause there.
What was it, Bell's spirit or something?
Yeah. It was.
Things did
Interesting
seem to
man.
get a lot worse than they originally were.
Oh, you have no idea. But we had a pleasant little chat. And then it was possessed armors, from what I could tell. They were a consistent problem. We pushed on, explored around, found evidence of just mass murder, really. Several rooms, just mutilated corpses everywhere. But we finally got down to the basement, and it was what do they call it? The Avatar of Romara. It was
At that point, he kind of pauses. He definitely is looking way intently at you. He's like, go on.
I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. But things did not go as planned. We survived, but things went badly. How much did you know of what they were doing?
Absolutely none. So, this was a bad oversight on my part. I had grown to trust the Bell a little more than I should, apparently. He just never gave off the vibe of someone who would do the atrocity he did. So, I'll admit, that was my bad. Obviously, I should have defaulted to my normal, not trusting people. But I felt it was important you take this, since he helped you become what he was, since a lot of the research that went into you, and to Lyle, and Delaney, to Helga, Tiger, all of them, he helped find the basis of it, and he's been there from the very beginning. Even helped in the selection
yeah.
process.
I figured that out, because he had detailed lists of all of us.
There was some stuff.
And you knew
Well,
he was in this cult, correct? Why weren't we
No.
warned of this?
I didn't know he was in the cult. There was
At the
rumors
beginning,
about
no, but you found out.
it. I didn't know the extent of it, though, clearly.
But
So,
if there's a possibility, you know what we are. You made us what we are. And we're connected to that. Do you have any idea of the connection to this? The significance of the danger you put not only me, but everyone in.
I I'm not sure I follow. The religion is your choice in the end. It's not like he could take control of you or anything.
Rawl, please. If you do something like this, I need to know about it. Honestly, if you can get word to the others as well, they need.
They're aware of Romara, yes, but as far as all details of creation goes, what do you mean? I tell them all how the horrible deeds of what made them come to be?
Just the connection he has with the cult, and that he helped make us. It may be nothing, but you never know.
They're pretty aware of the cult, I will say that. They have knowledge of it, but as far as I know, he wasn't involved in the cult until near the end of the entire thing. It's not like he made y'all with this in mind, as far as I can tell. He knew a lot about
Okay.
Romara, of course, just research-wise, but all this was a surprise to me, I'll say.
I wish you would have led with that. Saved me a
be
lot
honest,
of work.
To be honest, I didn't think it was that much of an importance, but you said something that really stuck out to me. You said he was the avatar of Romara.
That's what he called himself. Oh, and we have this, and I'm going to pull out the research book, the Avatar Research Project.
At that point, he literally stands up so quick his chair falls, and he runs over and takes the book from you. And he flips through it real quick. It's like, oh. He shuts the book angrily. Bell, you idiot. And it goes from anger just to instant worry to him just sitting down hard in his chair. What have you done?
Is he asking me that, or?
He doesn't seem to be asking anyone. It seems he's saying it out loud. But you kind of get the idea. He could have been talking about Bell. For just
Can
the
I just
concept.
lean in and just whisper in his ear? I should have led with it.
Yeah. Well, at that point he calls out, Myra! And shortly after she steps in door, yes sir? Get hold of the Platinum Vault, tell them I have a top priority book they need to put in their vault. Forbidden Knowledge class. And she's like, oh, right away. And she leaves the room. And at that point, Raw's like, no one can get a hold of this. Have you told anyone about this book?
Just us and you. Everyone else is dead.
I'll fill you in on details. God dang it, it's gonna make the freaking Platinum Vault hate me more. Bell mentioned he was interested in the idea of avatars. They're more of a theory than an actual practice. But while the spirits, the deities, they've all been tangible in our world, they're generally, they seem to have a pact or an understanding amongst all of them to not openly attack or antagonize people. Apparently it's just this mutually assured destruction law between them that if they started, it may cause an all-out war between them. The only thing that's kept them from fighting too openly is the fact that they've held to this. But there's said to be loopholes throughout history of times where a deity will choose a human vessel to take control over. And through that loophole, they are able to influence things more directly. It seems Bell was trying to become this vessel for a deity. He's kind of flipping through the notes a bit, and he's like, I'm worried to read this too much, make him mad. Just flips a few more pages, but it seems like his research wasn't complete, though. It's more a lot of open-ended rhetorical questions, just glancing at it. Wait. Important distinction to body. What happened to it?
It melted.
It seems the experiment was a failure then. Normally, at that point, the body essentially becomes sanctified if it actually is possessed by a deity, or as I've heard has happened before in the few cases it has happened. So if the body dissolved away, it seems like it was some kind of curse or something. If that's the case, I'm glad this ain't a complete guide then. At that point, he looks up like, Amrock, I'm genuinely sorry. As far as we knew, he was just this wild werewolf when we left. It wasn't anything like this.
Why is it that every time people are apologizing to me, it's just because they won't tell me anything? One day, I would just like to have all the information. One day. Well, look, you should also know the orc they had in there. I'm sure you've heard of him. He was apparently involved somewhere in the turning point when everything started going bad. Bell's wife, she said that he was the one that killed her and that he was some sort of werebeast.
He thinks about it for a second. Actually, he's never introduced to this orc. I guess her spirit lingered as well.
Does Twin Spears of the Wild ring any bells? Anything you might...
No, actually, I've never heard of that.
So good, we have more things to research, because I love reading. But yeah,
Amrock,
apparently... Yeah.
A little bit of me was hoping you wouldn't find out everything about Bell. I helped turn you into a monster. I didn't want you to know some of the background details like that. I guess I was hoping it wouldn't seem... I was worried it'd feel more tainted in a way. If this person's possible plans for you were somehow mixed into the idea of it all. It was selfish of me, but I should have been honest. Here it up. I just didn't think the information was necessary. Clearly it was.
Information. You can do anything. Just in the future, I don't blame you for any of this. This was a decision I made as well. I like to know the full extent.
Right, just one monster to another. I, I guess I just wanted to thought you may feel like me and just want to think you're more humanoid than you actually are. That's just my own beliefs, though. I apologize. And shortly after he says that, there's heavy knocking on the door. Here, Raleigh, we got your message. You ready to receive me? And you hear a kind of sigh. Come in. At that point, you see a few figures walk into a room. Most of them all very well dressed, scholarly-like figures, all wearing wizard robes. All seem to carry themselves very well. In the back of all of them walks in one final person, a dwarf actually, also wearing wizard robes. You see, he has a lot neater trimmed. I figured in a lot of dwarves you've seen. His beard's actually trimmed pretty short. He's got short tied back hair and a small ponytail. He's got a thick bifocal low in the bridge of his nose. He's kind of walking in where he's like, he's like, oh, forbidden knowledge, you say? Kind of looks to the group. And who might these folk be?
Oh, we were just doing a job and we happened to find, I guess, some sort of book.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how often that happens. It's quite the crazy world we live in. All the old ruins and civilizations we have everywhere, there's plenty of forbidden magic and stuff to happen. But you can always trust us to hold on to it.
I raised my hand at that point. Question.
Oh, yeah. Yes, young lady?
Is there a spell to help you read faster?
Oh, if that was a spell, that'd be quite handy. Unfortunately, I do not know of a spell in such a manner.
Darn it. I go back to eating my donut.
That would be quite handy, though. At that point, they're all like, what? And he's like, the dwarf's like, are you going to introduce me, Rawl, to your compatriots? He's like, the dwarf's name's Professor Lex. He's the headmaster of the Platinum Vault. I didn't expect another guild master to visit me. At that point, Lex is like, oh, no, of course. About to visit my old compatriot. Especially if it's something as dire as you mention, as our previous encounters of forbidden knowledge have gone. At that point, Rawl's just not even making eye contact with him. He just sticks a book out, like, I don't even want to look at this, really. But from what I've seen, it's a bunch of madman scribblings about how to become an avatar. He's like, ooh. He pushes his glasses forward and flips through. Dear. Oh, this is quite heretic and... He shuts it. This will go under very high security. You know it will. I appreciate you doing this. And they're all like, And it's like, so are these the procurers of this knowledge?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, you ever come across anything like this again, definitely take it to us so we can stay out of the hands of those who do wrong with it.
Can I roll insight on him?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Can I as well?
You can as well.
Okay. Hey!
Both 16s?
Hey. Looking into him, he seems to be pretty forthright with what he says. He definitely... You could tell by looking at this book, he seemed even disgusted by what it was even going over, looking over it. He seems pretty genuine. Hey, I want to keep this out of the wrong hands. So
Okay.
that part at least seemed pretty forthright about.
Fair.
But of course, as it normally goes. Campbell. He's like, and at that point, one of them steps forward. He's like, of course, sir. And he pulls a bag out of his pocket and sets it on one of the end tables for you. And he's like, consider that a little thank you, and do you bring us anything else of such a value, or any other magical item you just want to get rid of, we will take it off your hands.
Ooh.
We just get more money?
It seems like it.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but daggum.
Minor illusion epicus.
Before all the very powerful in charge people leave, can I get their attention? Say, all right, before y'all run off, I'd like to point out that this may be a bit of trouble down the road, but I don't know. How I first interacted with this thing was by apparently a blood sacrifice to it, and it kind of took that in, absorbed it. So, if y'all would know if that would be a problem, I'd like to know.
Maya, can you? And she, of course, sir. And another one of his followers steps forward and see she puts a pair of spectacles on, and they seem to have a bunch of pair of bearing lenses on them. And she flips one downstairs at the book. This book is cursed, sir. It appears to have a curse on it, to where the reader of it, unless their will is strong enough, it will completely consume them and cause them to become pretty devout follower of this book. It seems like it was a curse into making followers for the creator of this book. Oh dear, that's quite a nefarious magical item indeed. I feel like I undersold y'all, actually. This is quite nefarious. Good thing you did get this in our hands.
He keeps saying that and making himself sound so suspicious. I did not say that out loud, by the way.
Okay.
Would you be able to figure out who the author of the book is?
That will take some more research. I must be honest, and now knowing the aspect of the book, I definitely don't want to just start skimming through it all willy-nilly, but well, from the title, it seems to be by this Bell fellow. Wait. Bell. Rawl, wasn't this... And Rawl nods to him, he's like... Rawl, you really must become more choosy of your compatriots, you know? And Rawl's just like, you're preaching to the choir, trust me. Indeed. Well, no, you'll probably never see this book again. And Rawl's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm still banned from the reading list. I gotcha. He nods like, alright, as long as we're on understanding. I do appreciate your support though all the time. I hope our guild's relationship continues to grow greatly. And Rawl's like, spare me the pleasantries, Rex. Just get the book out of here and put it in a vault somewhere where no one will touch it. Decides like, they say my kind's rough around the edges. Alright, Rawl, you have a lovely day. He looks to the rest of you. And to all of you, it is well met. Like I said, the Platinum Vault is here to keep magical items out of the wrong hands. So, please feel free. And we do owe you one for this book. Honestly, the reward doesn't feel fitting of it. So, yeah. Let us know if we can help you in any sort of way.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
You have a
And
quick
he
question
walks-
before you leave. Oh, no.
Oh, of course.
How difficult is it to create a new spell?
Oh, well, generally that is something either stumbled upon or high-level mages usually find a way to craft pretty quickly. Generally I'd say it takes a lot of research and time, getting the right equations and formulas down, the like that.
Okay.
There's been a lot of new crafted spells in recent time. Most spells were crafted in the very early days of magecraft and good old era, in the era before time, an era of chaos, where people were creating spells out of necessity. So much magic history was created in that time. So wonderful.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a new spell.
Well, young lady, you put the time and effort into it. I believe you can accomplish anything.
What I need to look at research specifically.
Oh, well, I'd say magical theory, magical runes, possibly do a little bit of research on the original Arcane language, see what you can cipher from it. Possibly do some more work, and the like.
I pulled out a notebook and I was jotting all this down as you start saying it.
Right.
Okay.
Cliff notes get
Say what?
nothing.
All right then. If there's anything else, so take care.
Take care.
Have a good day.
As soon as he shuts the door, Rawl just leans back his chair. He didn't waste any time teleporting over here.
Hey, Roll.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't think too poorly of Bell, I guess. Even though he is the author of that book, he was still a ghost while his body was still in our realm. Is that not odd to you?
That is quite peculiar. Seems whatever the avatar was more of a husk of him and not the actual him then.
But you'd think a husk wouldn't apologize for eating us, or trying to kill us.
I don't know, I feel like that'd really go into the debate on what a soul is, and you're talking to someone who doesn't have one.
But yeah, the ghosts seem to be different than what we fought. I don't know, just something to think about.
It's quite possible, I'm not going to deny it. Just... what am... I'm going to try not to think too hard about it before I give myself a headache, but yes, something to think about. And I'm little more forgiving of Bell, knowing the fact that he somehow, whether willing or didn't, created a trap for himself where it seemed this book turned him into a radical. Which makes sense. Somewhere along the way, his research into Rormara and lycanthrope somehow resulted in him himself becoming a fanatic.
So he essentially lost himself along the way.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
He wasn't even a religious person when he started doing his research with me, so something definitely changed along the way.
Could any deity have an avatar?
As far as I know, yes.
And I'm guessing it'll just be a different way to go about it for each deity.
Well, generally what I've heard in the past is the avatars were just very powerful humanoids that were devout followers of those patrons, so the whole thing was weird. There's some kind of foul play involved with Bell. Who knows? Maybe after the Arcane, after Platinum Vault researches the book a bit, maybe they'll have a better idea of what happened to him. Maybe the answers lie with that twin forest creature, whatever he's called.
And maybe they can even find the origin of the curse itself.
Maybe. They're pretty tight-lipped over at the vault, though, especially when it comes to me. You gotta be pretty high respected in the guild, have so many certifications, even get into the restricted section. And that book's gonna be even above the restricted section. Only the arch scholars and mages of the guild are probably gonna be able to get their eyes on that thing.
That seems a little dangerous, don't you think?
They seem to think they got all the precautions in place to keep their stuff out of the hands of evil. It hadn't worked all the time, but most of the time it's done pretty good. They got some stuff that could shake things up a bit if it got in the wrong hands, so kinda gotta trust them.
But as we can see from Bell, sometimes evil doesn't begin as evil. All it takes is a certain bit of knowledge to corrupt someone.
Scary thing. Usually there's a lot of overseers over the people that actually look into those books, so hopefully they can catch someone before that. I'm sure a cursed item like that, they're going to be checked very thoroughly before and after reading the book. I will say, despite all my jadedness, there's only one other guild I'd say I'd trust out of all of them, and that's them. Despite our checkered past.
So you have a lot of faith in them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't share the research ward with them for nothing. Well, Guildmaster of the Smelted Sword, as far as I know, he seems like a decently stand-up person. The rest of them, care less. Just a bunch of business people.
Oh. Sounds boring.
They're just too caught up in their business and politics. I don't really see the value in really bothering with them.
Yeah, politics can get boring. Or overbearing. So, are we pretty much done with this meeting, or is there still more that we need to discuss? Hello?
I've said all I needed to say.
Yeah, but the green around his picture was lighting up, but I didn't hear anything.
Oh, he's actually talking right now. Hold on, let me jump in or jump out. Oh, never mind. He's noticed. We still don't hear you.
Hey, how about now?
Ah, there we go. Hear you now.
Hey.
Good okey.
But what was the last thing y'all heard?
Nothing. I asked the question and then nothing
Yeah.
responded.
Oh, what'd you ask?
If there was still something that needed to be discussed here, or are we done?
I would like y'all to take your leave. Yes, I got plenty of work to do today.
Cool. Fun with that. Then I grab Maddie and I just sort of like make our way out of the room.
Yeah.
So everyone, what's on today's agenda?
Wait, Amarok, you hold up, say.
We'll wait for you, Amrock.
All right.
Cyrus will walk out the door.
I mean, we're already gone.
Okay. Well, it's just y'all in the room. He's like, Amarok, remember your old roommate?
Yeah.
He's currently,
You all
no, yeah. Last he reported in, he's doing fine. Him, Laney, Lyle, and Helga are all actually into rogue states right now.
What are they doing? I haven't heard
They've
anything
actually,
from them or.
they've actually infiltrated the cult of Ramara.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
a little bit.
That's...
As you can see, why I wanted to keep some discretion, because I was worried you'd get really suspicious if I brought up all them details at once.
It's just in my nature.
I was about to say I didn't want to just a blind follower as one of my trusted people. Think nothing of it.
I do appreciate you letting me know at least.
Yeah. I was going to send you on that mission as well, but then you wanted to take your leave to travel on your own, which I respect.
Well, you know, a mysterious letter addressed to you from unknown person draws your.
That was quite the strange thing, but it seems everything worked out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
But currently, right now, that's what all of them are doing. Their transformations were all a success. Room ended up a were-tiger, Laney's a were-rat, Lyle's a were-boar, and Helga's a were-bear. After
The
some
whole
training
bunch?
and... What? Yep. After some training and some prep work and some research, they were all sent to go infiltrate the cult. Now that's
All right.
the very high caliber secret. There's very few people in this guild that know that, and all of them are the coin holders. So I trust
Yeah,
that information won't go anywhere.
It won't.
Good.
Look, I don't have to know details, but just keep me up to date with them being all right.
I'm glad to know you were
Can you
close
do
to
that
him.
for me?
Yeah, I can. camaraderie amongst y'all is important. They all didn't feel right leaving without you, but they got a job. But he nods, but he nods to you and is like, take care, Amarak. I'll try and answer any questions you may have in the future best of my ability, but just know I have a reason for the things I do.
Despite my emotions, I know you do, but you can't blame me. Otherwise.
I don't.
Alright. I need to catch up with this current group, because, hell, they're more rambunctious than the other ones.
Bunch of animals. Funny.
Oh, you have no idea.
Alright then. Get out, I got work to do.
Alright. You have fun with your meetings.
Yeah, send the next one in.
Alright. Just as I walk through the door, who's next?
You hear at least 3 voices. I am.
Hey, okay. Y'all fight it out and figure it out between yourselves. I'm out.
Dogs look to each other and Myra's like, I believe she was next, actually. They just all
There we
kind of
go,
grumble
lady
and
in
sit
charge.
down. She nods to you like, you have a great day, Amarok.
Oh, yeah. All sunshines and rainbows with me all the time.
She kind of gives you a knowing look and just like smiles and nods anyways.
Cyrus does his
I'm
normal
gonna jog
bow.
and see if I can't catch up.
Oh, Cyrus kind of
And
like
Maddie.
stick around with you.
And then Maddie are already gone.
Yeah,
Yep.
so Luna and Maddie, what were y'all doing as all that was going on?
We've already discussed this before.
Yeah, y'all did. I was just making sure it was the thing y'all were saying you're going to do.
Yeah.
If it's the same thing you're thinking of, then yes, we're going. Maddie, was it that we were going back to that tattoo?
Yep.
Tattoo guy, yeah. I still have some churros left from the night before.
Yep, me too.
Y'all know his
I was
name?
literally gonna say that and y'all are already going. Okay, I see how it is.
Hey,
I'm gonna go get Marcus and say, hey, we've all been through a rough thing, let's all get tatted together. But no, we ain't gonna have no group bonding thing.
It's okay, Amarok. I waited for you. I also let the twins kind of go off on their own, but it's one of those issues where it's like, do I split the party by going with the twins, or do I split the party by sticking with you? It's really, yeah, it was a dilemma. So I decided not to worry about it and just.
You just
sit.
wanted to watch me kill a guy, didn't you?
Maybe.
Oh, God. Do we at least know where they're going?
Yeah, no, they just ran off.
Oh no, I told Marcus. Wait, Marcus was still there, wasn't he?
Marcus didn't go with us.
Oh, I thought he
Oh.
did.
Well, then I told
Iris.
Cyrus, because he would have stopped us. So
That is true. So Cyrus just like casually was like, oh yeah, they went to go get tattoos.
You
Oh.
really are the bad influenced uncle.
I'm like, he just sees 2 like 60-year-old girls. Hey, we're gonna go get tattoos,
Alright, have fun.
and then he's just like, all right, have fun. Yeah, tell him later. After a good 20 minutes after we've been gone.
Yeah, give us a head start. Oh.
We told somebody this time.
I'll wait till
Yeah, you know
Amarok's panicking and be like, no, it's okay, they're just going to get tattoos.
Just still heart beating a mile a minute here, trying to be just even voice. Okay. Okay. This is fine. I have information. Okay. Do you want to go get a tattoo as well?
Why not?
All right. You want to go get Marcus? I know he wants a tramps.
I'm pretty sure he'd be bummed out if we didn't include him.
He can at least think about it.
Mhm.
He's been cooped up in the rooms all day. He needs to get out, some fresh air, a little sunlight will do him some good.
He might not agree with that, but yes.
Sunlight. Ew.
Alright, so first off, the twins. You make your way through the research ward until you eventually get to the point where there was the battle that took place in the streets, right in front of Leaf Shop.
You make it sound so bad.
It wasn't a
Battle.
battle.
I am just talking about what happened. I am not saying it's bad or good.
Well, I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't a full-on battle.
Yeah.
No one died.
Dang it.
Alright.
That we know of.
Thank
You were
goodness.
there.
Oh.
So at that point, you go to Leaf Shop. You go into Leaf Shop, which is called Living Art Studios. As you open the door, you see him lean back in a chair, drawing on a sketch pad. And a short, spiky-haired Air Genasi looks up to y'all. It's like, well, if it isn't two of my favorite troublemakers. What are y'all doing here today?
Causing more trouble.
Well, actually, a peace offering, I thought.
Mainly that.
And then I pull out churros and hand it to him.
Oh, I'll take it. You know right how to get to my heart.
Churros are the best thing ever.
Hey.
Now that we gave you churro, I got a question.
I just realized I was looking at a wrong NPC's name. He was Eldrin. That's my bad. Yeah, Eldrin's like, oh, what kind of question you got for me?
Can I get a tattoo?
Well, I'm not going to get attacked if I say yes, am I?
No.
No.
We came alone.
I see that. Well,
They know where we are. They know where we are before anything gets
okay.
said and done.
That's good. Well, lots of the city go. Y'all are the right age for me to give you one, so sure, I'll give you one.
Oh, thank
One,
goodness. I thought it was
two.
going to take more convincing.
I did too, and I would like one too.
After the fiasco we all got in, I am definitely not going to put too much of a fight on it. If y'all are sure you want one, I'll give you one. I don't want to give you the whole preaching talk of this thing's going to be permanent and all. I mean,
I'm
I got
sort
mine
of
and I like
hoping it is.
oh yes, I do temporary ones as well, but I'll give you a permanent one if you like.
I would like a permanent one, please. And quick question. And she pulls, because I imagine she didn't bring her armor this time. She pulls her shirt to the side and shows her scar, and she's like, are you able to cover this?
I can make it less noticeable, yes, but anyone who looks close enough, they'll be able to notice it.
I just
That's a-
want it covered.
Past trauma, I take it. Yeah.
I don't want any part of her connected to me.
I will not ask any details that you don't want to share. Yes,
And
I
it
can do
just-
that for you.
And it just kind of gives Maddie a little, like, half hug.
Alrighty then.
Let's get
It's gonna be
started.
it's gonna be a regular one or a magic one.
Magic? What?
Magic, get the magic, magic. If you're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
one, might as well.
Magic tattoos?
You see at this point he's flipping his pen in his hand. I thought what this store was clear. So essentially, I am a descendant of rune artists, and the rune rite was originally a form of primordial magic, mostly formed by giants, where they'll take magic runes and engrave them into things, then use magic in that form. Over time, it was more reformed into being used in more practical art-like use. And I participate in that. So I take natural magical materials and transfer them into possible stuff. General components I work with, usually elemental materials, but there's rare occasions where it can be made out of usually very high fiend or celestial blood.
Nice.
Sweet.
Magic.
Oh. The
There you
unfortunate
go.
thing is, the material for those are very hard to find, and of course, they're very expensive tattoos.
How expensive?
Well, generally, not even considering the cost of materials, about 1,000 gold.
Oof. I'll have to hold out on the magic until next time.
Well, I can always add the magical properties to the tattoo. I would have to expand it to a degree, but I could do it. Or at least fill in some more details of the tattoo.
How many gold toward a platinum again?
Oh, one platinum is 10 gold.
Oh! Hold on.
You said it was how much again total?
Should be about 1,000 gold for the average magic tattoo.
Hey, just a side note here. Did we ever split the money we just got paid?
I don't think y'all specified you didn't know.
Oh yeah, we
No,
didn't even
not
know
yet.
how much was in it.
Yeah, no one picked it up.
Oh yeah, I said I was doing my whole like minor illusion abacus thing again.
Oh, you picked it up, my bad. It was 500 gold in the bag.
Oh okay.
Hey.
I feel like when I was doing that, I was divvying it up. So
Well, say that retroactively, that's fine.
yeah.
If you combine
Assuming
your
we're setting aside marks.
Yes.
Yeah. If Maddie, if you combine your platinum and your gold, you should have enough.
Unless I forgot to add some gold.
Why do you not have enough?
No, I'm like 20 gold away.
Oh, here.
She also,
I just
How much
Save you
silver
the
do you
20.
have?
saved you
also
20
bought-
gold.
she also
'Cause I
bought the
bought-
Gauntlet Ogre kind that took a lot of her gold.
Yeah, I took it.
How much silver do you have? Like, throw silver at him.
Oh, none. I converted most of it the last time.
Oh,
I hand you 10 gold or 20 gold, whatever gold you needed. I handed it to you already. You good?
Oh, thank you.
Just shut up and take my money.
Oh, thank you. I will
Okay.
take the magic then.
Okay, I still feel like y'all missed the part where I said that you need the materials as well.
Oh, what are the materials?
You see, at this point, he's just
I need to write them. I'll just go with the regular tattoo. It'll be fine. I'll
As
give you
I
back the
said,
20 gold.
as I said earlier, it has to be generally a good bit of elemental essences, a good bit of demon blood or ichor or celestial blood or ichor, stuff like that. There's a lot of things you could do with magical materials like that. But, around to y'all's skill level, y'all have probably killed some elementals before. Y'all happen to have any of that laying around?
I didn't pick up any elemental stuff. And she looks at her sister.
Let's just leave the guy that has all the elemental stuff.
I felt like I had something elemental.
Is it in your inventory?
I can't remember anymore.
If you don't see it in your inventory, I don't remember you picking up anything elemental-wise.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the other person then.
Yeah, maybe. At that point, he shrugs it off. It's like, well, no matter. Like I said, you have the gold for it, which I am impressed at y'all's age. Y'all have that much gold. But, I can expand this tattoo into a magical tattoo later, like I said. So
That sounds
So
good.
pretty
We'll do that later.
good. Now, one thing is to consider is the nature of what you give me will change the nature of the enchantment you get. Like with different elements, different types of elementals, essences you give me, the different bonuses you will gain from it. And there's also a way to actually expand on the enchantment to make it better. The thing is, you can only really get one magical tattoo, and it can be expanded upon, but other than that, the one enchantment will only affect you once.
Okay.
Trying to put different kinds of enchantments on there will just ruin the original enchantment on your body. So once you have it, you have it. And around that time is the time that Amarok just burst into the door.
Hi.
Hi, girls.
Hello? Yes?
And Cyrus is behind him. And Marcus.
Hi.
Hey guys. Hey, did you have anything elemental?
Confused by the question at first, I'm like, yeah, the lightning elementals or storm or whatever they were that about beat me to death.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What would that give me?
Okay. Alright. How many and of what elemental pieces do you have again, Emerald?
I have 2 lightning elemental essence. Worth
Oh.
800 gold total, apparently.
Oh. Now those are nice. Very nice right there. So with those, just two of them will that'll be able to increase your intelligence by 1.
Ooh.
Oh.
You give me 2. Now this is where it gets gets a little more into upgrade side. To give me another 2 later, I can get it'll increase your intelligence even more, and also max out the cap of what an average human's intelligence can be. Then there is the final stage of the tattoo, which is the more complicated side of things. Which is essentially you have to find the final piece from more of, let's say, an epic beast. Like, you were able to get the scale off of a Leviathan and mix it with some water elemental parts, you get to be able to get a final tier of expansion onto it. So you somehow got me a part of a greater a lightning elemental. I could also give you resistance to lightning on top of all that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Ooh. Sounds very cool.
Mm-hmm. It could be quite handy. As you can see, I myself have completely covered myself in tattoos of earth elemental parts, and I was able to warp the enchantment a little bit until I can do this, and that's when the tattoo springs to life and a vine starts to drape from his arm. Aside from the resistance,
Yes.
depending on the origin of the epic beast, there is some other effects that can come from it.
That's really cool.
Thank you, I am quite proud of it.
Go
I
ahead, please.
myself am my own best work of art.
Tell me, do you have any of the actual supplies here?
No, those
Or
are
is
quite
it
hard
just
to
what
come
they
by.
bring?
It's usually what
Okay,
they bring
tell
me.
What can fire do?
What fire will do is it'll generally increase charisma at natural state.
Alright. Hold that thought. Girls, remember that lamp we got from the hill giants?
Yes.
Yes.
Vaguely.
See, that was a fire elemental. Okay. I sold it to the little alchemy shop who were going to break it down for said fire elemental essence. Do y'all want to take a side trip, go procure that, come back and get y'all's tattoos?
Ready?
My
I'm
Chris
asking
was
either one of
pretty
y'all.
Oh, she's taking the one that's
Good.
definitely getting her.
I would. Is it? Can I have the one he was talking about earlier?
Which
Intelligence?
one?
Yeah.
We'd have to get the storm elemental thingy from Emerald.
Yeah, that's what she's asking. She's asking Emerald. She goes, "Can I have the storm?"
You want
When,
both get
please?
one, I'll use the other.
Wait, what?
What?
I have two.
Okay.
I
Oh.
can get one, she can get the other.
I thought
Oh,
you
the
said it
storm.
had to be 2 to actually bump it up. Or did I hear that wrong?
No, it takes 2 essences per basic tattoo.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Ah, so then would the fire even be enough?
Yeah, it was actually 2 fire elementals used to create that lamp.
Oh, okay. And Cyrus is sort of like, okay, so I have to hunt some fire elementals.
Or was it 1? Do you still have that in your notes, Amarok? I think I might have
What's
been
that?
1. Yeah, do you know how many fire elementals were in that lamp? And now I think about it, I think I might have been 1 according to my notes.
Yeah, I had it was empty to begin with, and then when I was selling it, you told me it was actually full. So, I'm assuming it was just 1. I don't know.
It was just 1. Yeah, let's go with that. That's my bad.
Oh, you've hurt me. Feelings are...
I'm sorry. I feel like that's more of a hurt on Cyrus, who's now going fire elemental crazy.
Yeah, y'all absolutely want it. I'm clink down the 2 bottles.
Oh, I mean, she can have the magic for now. Sorry.
Can I have it,
I was
please?
in... Dadgummit. Keep interrupting your begging, sorry.
She's just like, "Can I have it, please? I'll give you a churro."
Who are you asking?
You have it.
I said I clinked down the bottles there.
Oh, okay.
You give him
And
the
so it's like,
drum.
here you go. Can I please have it? Can I please? I said, there it is. Can I? Really?
She really wants it.
She does.
I will change my mind if you continue.
She takes it.
He was like, all right, I get to make something special today. But I'll be honest, this will nearly be an all-day task.
I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah, good. But he pulls a drawer out that you see has a lockbox in it. He sets the lockbox down and turns the key in it, opens it up, and he pulls out a very long needle with a spiral down it. It's like, this is my rune carver. It was shaved down from the horn of a unicorn.
Oh, well.
Cool and ouch.
Yep.
The beast was already dead.
No, I mean ouch. That's probably gonna hurt you. I pointed to Maddie.
Anything to get it going. Let's do it.
You want a donut?
All right.
Yes, Maddie.
please.
That.
But
Yes, please.
he guides you
Okay.
to his table, a table that he works on, and pulls out his pen and just he flips around his finger like it was the other one. All right then, ma'am. What kind of and as he is, he sits there for a second, mixing, taking the lightning elemental essence out, and as they do, they spark a bit. And he pours them in with this already pre-made vial he has, and stirs it up for a little while. It seems to be this black, inky liquid that he's mixing together. Like, luckily, I already had some of this ready, but... Madame, I must ask, what kind of tattoo do you want this to look like? And it's naturally going to look a little bright for the nature of this elemental. To be honest,
I basically want it to represent life.
Alrighty then. I think I can do that.
I'm trying to get a picture set.
Oh, okay. Where are you sending it on?
The Discord. But it basically is just... It has it's a tree. And it has like flowers and everything blooming from it.
Okay.
Egress.
And at the very bottom of the tree, it's a skull. So I'm gonna...
Oh wait, no, to come through, all I'm seeing is the picture of the hot dog vendor that Ben sent.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find
the
which
perfect-
one it needs to go in.
Live reference, right?
Live reference.
Yeah, that'll work. Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, cool.
Oh, it is.
And basically, the scar goes from like below clavicle all the way up to about like where the neck meets the shoulder.
Alright. So it is a long process, and it does burn way more than you'd expect. But
Jeez,
you've
once you
handled
got a choro.
yeah, you've handled worse pain before. This isn't bad at all. After a while, and all of y'all hanging out in there, after an 8-hour process of him doing it, him humming most of the way through, just casually making conversation with you, passing the time. He reaches the end of the ink bottle, and he's like, and voila! And he leans back, and that tattoo is now on you, just a lot brighter with the sun shining, the light shining a bit brighter off of it, and you see the way it shines on it. It seems to have made your scar nearly invisible.
Maddie sees it, and she looks to Luna with tears in her eyes, and she goes, "Look, sis, it's God."
Yeah, it is. It's good things now, and I hug her.
He smiles like, I am quite proud of this.
I can start anew now.
And he's like, well, I've had a lot of reactions to mine for, and, tattoos for, never that. But I am greatly appreciative that you are.
The
If
guys just
only
stick
you
around all
knew.
day?
Yeah.
Did the guys just stick around all day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I imagine this is probably everybody's first time actually seeing the scar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cyrus is actually going to ask you, he's like, so is your name still Maddie?
Yeah. I think I'll keep that.
She now goes by Madeline. But yeah, he stands up and stretches a bit. Oh, that felt great. Well, allow me to stretch my wrist out for a little bit, but is anyone else wanting one while I'm here today?
I think Luna was wanting one.
yeah, but I think Cyrus just started talking.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to
Me-
say, I was like, none at the moment. My soul's tatted.
Oh.
That's good enough for me at the moment.
You know what? I'll get
No.
base level.
Base level. I can do that. I was about to say I'd be burning the midnight oil if I start another magic one tonight.
Yeah, that's future plans there.
We have to do some hunting.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure y'all are going to go a bit crazy on elemental soon.
Oh yeah, they're on the hit list now.
Always good to clean them up around here. Also, Maddie, your intelligence now is up by 1.
Yay! I actually have something to add to.
Smarter. You're smarter,
I'm
little
smarter.
sis. Little sister is smarter after getting a tattoo.
Woo. Take that, Grand. I didn't have to read those books.
The
Oh,
thing
no,
you
you
told
still
me not to do was good.
Pat Maddie on the head. No, you still have to read. We have a lot of research to do.
She just looks up at you. She's just like, but the tattoo.
The
It
tattoo
made
is
me
going
smarter.
to be smarter, but you still have to read.
Oh,
Being smarter will
like
help you read.
homework.
Well, we gotta read so we don't die.
Yeah, that would be a bummer.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I just paid for this too.
I just got
Yeah.
ink.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, it is the 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
taking
chump
it away.
change at this point.
Oh, that's all of her money and 20 of mine.
I'm at 7
Now-
gold. Woo.
That's 70 churros.
Dang.
Yep.
I bet.
All right. But yeah, he's currently standing up, stretching, like, alrighty. What you got for me? Mr. Tall, Dark, and chasing me down the streets.
Just looks at him, just a hehehe. And do I see us peeing in anything around? Just anything to draw with.
Yeah, you actually do see a sketchbook laying out in the ground. Oh, on a
Okay.
table somewhere.
Okay, I'm just gonna gesture to it. May I?
Feel free.
Okay. I'm gonna pick that up and draw out just 2 symbols, one within the other, and I'll just send everything here. Can. It's the symbol for was it antimony and arsenic.
Ah, yeah, you showed me that before.
Yeah.
Alright, so, what would you like that, and would you like it colored?
Can you do it just in the electric blue and just on the back of the neck here?
Can do. Simple enough. Alright, that'll just be 15 gold, since I told you I'd give you a discount anyways.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright,
I'll have to pay the man.
it takes you another few hours, but he's able to get that one done quick enough. He's stressing. Alrighty now. Should be looking pretty good. You look, he was able to freehand it, colors and all really quickly. As he shows you,
It was a pretty simple thing.
Yeah, he shows you a mirror to the back of your head. Very nice to me. Simple, but cool. But, alrighty then. You folks should definitely definitely kill some more elementals. Come back to me. I always get a joy out of making the rune art. I don't get to do it too often.
Are you planning on getting anything, Luna?
Decided not to today. Especially since he just worked all day on just Lunas and Amaroks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back at least.
Which, speaking of, did you mention a fire elemental a lamp that you sold to the Alchemist Guild?
Yeah. I didn't really... I'd heard rumors of you, I guess. And that's why I hung on to them.
So that's where that came from. I actually bought that off of them the other day.
Oh, okay.
Usually they give me updates if they ever get any elemental essences in.
Alright.
Well, I'll have it in stock unless someone else comes to grab it. You folk are welcome to buy it off of me and use it.
Ooh.
I just hear an excited noise from Cyrus.
There's been a lot of those today.
With your
Yeah.
passive insight, it sounds genuine too, so you're like, huh?
Cyrus is capable of genuine emotion?
Like, that's the funny thing is, like, the gold, like, might have seemed like an act, but then, like, the actual, like, charisma, like, fire tattoo is actual genuine excitement.
Think to myself, I think I just found his Achilles heel. At least one of them.
The most specific one, fire tattoos.
Or maybe just fire in general. I think we have a
Charisma tattoo.
oh my gosh, what is that called? Pyromaniac on our hands.
Guy Fieri.
Well, it could also just be the fact that he just likes the thought of being stronger.
That too, yeah.
But
When you're having
alrighty.
to fight baddies, strong gear is better.
Yeah. He's like, alrighty. That I think I'll close down a shop for today, but it was great seeing you all on good circumstances.
Yeah.
And he looks to Maddie.
Ew.
Well, Missy, come back some more lightning parts so we can make that thing look amazing.
We have to find lightning elementals.
Exactly. It is said, normally some greater beast ones, depending on the circumstances, can mix with other tattoos. It depends, but, you know.
I will keep that in mind.
Mhm. Alright now, take care. And he kind of, and he lets all of you out of the shop and locks it behind y'all. And as you get outside, it has gotten fairly late later in the day. It looks like it's getting close to dark now.
Ah,
Oh, what would y'all like? What would you like to do for the rest of the day?
Just look to Maddie. Churros?
Churros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it is about time to eat.
Say what?
I feel like it is about time to eat.
Yeah,
Churro?
junk food.
And she pulls one from her pocket.
Yeah.
I thought you gave them all to him.
I kept one.
Like I take the middle of the churro and like tear it in half and start eating it.
But oh.
If we wonder why she didn't have enough money. It's just all spent on churros.
She ate the other half, but you could have this churro.
We're gonna get more. It's fine.
I don't have the money to get more.
Oh, well, I do.
Yeah.
They're big
Okay.
sisters.
She
for-
starts munching on the churro angrily, forgetting that she was offering it to Cyrus.
Okay. Real quick, Marcus, were you wanting to get a tattoo as well?
I would definitely want to look at the place.
Okay, yeah, I'll retroactively have you back in there real quick. But Maddie actually got one of the magical tattoos where it gave her an increase to her intelligence, and she used the lightning elemental parts for it.
So you need the essence of something to do it.
Particularly elementals, but he mentioned there's some cases where celestial and fiend blood can be used as well for the greater parts. But for
See,
baseline
y'all
parts,
two
you
could have
need
bled
elemental.
for each other and got tattoos.
That's why I specified greater, because even when I was doing that, I'm like, huh, you could chain that with Tiefling and Ozimars. But he also gave Amarok a baseline tattoo for his magical symbol.
I do have a question. Does it matter which type of elemental essence you use to decide the effect, or is it like one type of elemental essence will only give you this one type of effect?
Yes, that's as they found out that the lightning gives intelligence and fire gives charisma.
No, don't need the lightning, and that's the only one I have. So,
You have lightning?
I have a little bit of lightning from when we killed all those lightning elementals. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you got it too.
Yeah, I mean there were a bit of them, dude. But then I will wait. I have an idea for a tattoo, but I will wait until I have the appropriate material.
Well, if anything, Maddie would probably be interested in getting it.
Maddie, did you want a tattoo as well?
Already got one.
Okay.
I was saying the essence.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah.
essence.
Because they're upgradable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that there's like the baseline form of the tattoo. Then you could increase it to increase the effect, either getting a +2 or get resistance in it. Then there's there's basically the enhanced form of it where you can get a special effect based on the creature you got it from. Where he basically showed divines that he can summon out of them, where apparently he got off of killing a greater earth elemental.
Well, I'll give Maddie the essence later on, but I do want to run the idea of like tattoo concept by him to see if it's something he could possibly do in terms of visual aesthetic.
Okay.
I was thinking for a tattoo for myself. I was thinking more like cogwheels on the back of my neck that interlock together and run up the back of my neck and connect to the base of my hair.
Oh, of course, I could do that quite easily.
Well, I'll keep that in mind, but for right now, I don't have the essence I'm looking for the tattoo that I want. I do want this to be a functional tattoo since you offer them, but I will wait until later on until when you actually have more material.
That's fair. Like I said, I can make a baseline one, then add the magical runes to it later.
Oh, you could?
Oh yes.
Well, then yes, I'll get it now then. How much would it run. I want it to be like, I want to kind of come up into like like an angle. Like I want to start out wide at the base of my neck and then come up to a point on right at the base of my hairline at the back of my neck.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I could do that.
All right.
And that would be 15 gold for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Also,
Great.
remind us later,
I was also-
and we'll give you the gold and stuff like that we received from rewards.
Okay. I was also wondering, do you have different types of ink you can use, like color-wise?
Oh, yes, of course. Any colors you like.
I was thinking, like a little bit of a golden color, like golden and silver color. It kind of fits my motif.
Okay.
Okay. I'll give him the 15 gold.
Did he cut out?
I think he did.
You hear,
Yeah,
you
I
hear me?
think. Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you. We just don't hear the
One moment.
I can hear him talking in the background.
Ah, there it is.
Did
Yeah.
I go out again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we
Hang
heard
on.
nothing.
I was just gonna say, he is able to do it fairly quickly. He, within an hour, he has drawn out what you requested and was able to freehand it and everything. Then, before you know it, he holds up a mirror to the back of your neck, like, "This look good to you?" And it's what you requested.
Oh, yes, I like that. My first tattoo. I think it's fitting.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I feel like it suits you very well.
Also, DM, how much time has passed since we went back to the house and went back, when we went from the house to, this point now?
It's still the first day. It's the first day after. It's the day after. You were
Okay.
working on it the whole day, but they specified that they knew you'd want to get a tattoo, so they got you for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was team building. You're coming.
Well, so we've had a rest then, right?
Yeah, you've had a long ride.
Okay. Well, I do actually have something I want to give to the twins. If I've had the day to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say, well, Maddie was getting her tattoo. It took 8 hours for that to do, so you're in the background making the final preparations.
Okay. Maddie, Luna, can you come here for a sec?
What do we
No.
do now?
Well, no, I actually have something I wish to give you.
Okay. Is it a skull?
No. A jab there, I get it. But,
To be fair, he wasn't gonna give us the skull. He just kept the skull.
True.
well, look, I understand that we've been, I'll let Poland off to the side. I understand that we've been traveling together for a few, not that long, but you've been traveling on your own for a while, and I get that we can be overbearing at times. So I wanted a way of offering assistance, but not always having to be there just in case you want to go off on your own. You have more world experience than I do. I grew up in a city. You traveled from town to town. But I do want to offer my aid when I can. And then I'll actually pull out a little brass. It's just a little brass figure, but it's small enough that it could fit in your ear. And it looks like almost like the face of Draco. It looks almost like Draco's face.
Ooh, what these do?
Well, for now I only have 2 of these. One I would keep, and the other which one of you could have. But I will make more of these. I now that I know how to make these, I can actually make them more permanent and more maybe for the rest of the group. But with this, no matter where you are, you will be able to send a message to me and relay important information if you're ever in a situation where you need to have our back in emergencies. You can only do it once a day, but the benefit of this over me doing the thing I was doing with your backpacks of putting an alarm on your backpack is with the research that we've been doing lately into other planes, I've been taking a little bit of knowledge from that. With this, you could literally be on another plane of existence and send me a message and I'll be able to hear it.
That's pretty neat.
Okay.
Now, like I said, we're overbearing from time to time, and you're not our kids and you're not even our blood relatives, but I do want to help you when we can. This will allow me to receive a message from you. It can't be a very long message, but you can give out detailed information, quick little detailed information to let us know what's going on if you're in a dangerous situation. And with this, since we'll actually have more information, we have a better way of handling it. I have a little sister. I've told you about this, but she's not much younger than me, and even with her, I'm a bit overprotective from time to time. Even being away from her now, not knowing if she's all right, is a bit stressful from time to time. And you're younger than her, but that still doesn't give me the right to overstep with you two.
I appreciate the explanation, but I never really felt like you were overbearing.
Well, like earlier in the office when I overspoke and when I said things that maybe you wanted to say or maybe didn't want to say, and I just don't want to potentially become overbearing and without intentionally trying to do that. This will allow you to step off from us a bit more, and we'll at least be able to know where you are if you're in danger.
I
say it's not a bad idea.
No, it's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
You get to keep it in your possession. I hand it to you.
But
Oh, okay.
But as long as you have that in your ear and you think about the other one, which I have in my ear, you'll be able to, once a day, send out a message to me. And I'll receive it and I'll be able to respond. So
I'm glad you said once a day, because I almost just sent you a message.
Yes, it's in case of emergency situation.
I literally almost sent you a message saying churros just to check and see if it worked.
I mean, if you want to, we're in the city. You could give it a try.
I think I'll hold on to it.
All right.
Just in case. As she looks over to Luna. Just in case.
Yeah.
But it will allow you to cast a spell that is stored within it, and it will recharge on a daily basis. But while you have it on your person, you'll be able to use it. Also working on something else that I want to show the rest of the group while we're at it, though.
Hello?
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was working on something else I wanted to show the rest of the group. I'll be right back. And I'll step outside of the door and I'll come back inside the door. And perched on my shoulder, what you will see is this creature that looks a lot like a little griffin, but it's the face is that of a woodpecker, and it has these red like feathers that blend into like a reddish fur and like these little wings off of its back. But it's made out of metal, and the metal has been stained to be red and a mix of gold, and it has these little rivets where the eyes are. And it looks like a little griffin, but rather than the eagle, it's a woodpecker.
What
And
you
so
do to
it's
Draco?
Oh, Draco's still with me, but this is also a new friend as well. I'm still working on the name, but actually, I was thinking of Ornick. Ornick sounds like a good name to me for this one.
That looks different.
Well, Ornick actually can understand you better than Draco can. And like Ornick will fly off my shoulder and like fly in front of them. And when it flies, the way it flies is that the wings unfurl, and there's these little elemental jets of energy that fly out and kind of keep it aloft, and then it flies and just hovers in front of you.
That's pretty cool.
Ornick will be potentially a scout. Draco I can't keep out all the time, but Ornick, as long as Ornick is not harmed, I can keep it out almost indefinitely. Also, I can repair it a lot easier than I can with Draco.
That would definitely be useful.
Especially when we have to scout things out and be sneaky.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it like flies back to me and like curls around my neck. But this way, we can scout ahead a bit, get the lay of the land a bit before we go in, and then Ornick can fly back and report to me.
Yep. As long as it's being said, at that point, Eldrin kind of pipes in like, well, "Y'all are quite the interesting bunch. Huh. What a small little creature. Definitely wouldn't see anything like that up with the elves."
Really? You think it differs from elven craftsmanship?
Oh yeah. Generally, if an elf's going to want something to scout for it, they just get a familiar or something. Nothing like that.
Well, I do
Humming
have
griffin.
something. I do have something new I can send my sister in a letter, seeing how she's doing it. But I was kind of inspired by the idea of a familiar, but this is a bit hardier than a familiar. And it can actually aid me in combat too, if I choose.
Oh, yeah. What a fascinating little creature. Good for you, then.
And like Ornick will fly off of my shoulder and like hover in front of him.
Oh, what a quaint little creature. Looks realistic enough from a distance, but up close you can see the more mechanical sides of it. I do quite enjoy it, though. Not as much as a real hummingbird or a griffin.
Well, I've only ever heard of griffins from books. It's actually what inspired me to make Ornick. Just like I've only ever heard of dragons from stories as well.
They're quite beautiful creatures, but as long as they're tame, they're fine. Wild ones are quite the mess. Dragons are something else.
Well,
But around that... Oh, what were you going to say?
Well, I do like the mythos of some epic beasts, and that's why I like to kind of put into my work a bit.
Oh, I guess you could say I'm the same then. But okay, around that time is when he has everyone's tattoos wrapped up, and that's where he gets all of y'all out of the shop. And around this time, it's time for y'all to get dinner and just settle in for the night. And I'd say that's a good wrapping up point for the evening.
All right. Yeah. Thank you all so much for stopping by. As always, check out our socials. And if you haven't already, join us on Discord. We mentioned a whole bunch of different tattoo ideas that we posted in there. Join the Discord and you'll be able to see stuff like that live anytime, well, we are live, of course. As always, thank you all so much for watching. And stick around, we'll find you a raid target. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
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 I